Hey, welcome back to the channel, Push Riders. If you're new to the channel, have a bit of a think about subscribing, clicking that like button, and while you're at it, have a bit of a browse at the other videos. So this video, we're going swap meeting again. Now for those of you that are pretty seasoned in the way of what to expect and all the rest of it at swap meets, this video, yeah, you're probably going to go, nah. But for those of you that are new to all the swap meet game and all that sort of stuff, let's just do a little bit of a rundown checklist of what to expect, what do I need to take, all that sort of stuff. So first on our list would be probably a good night's sleep actually. Most swap meets are usually you're getting up early in the morning, like I'm talking, depending on how far away it is of course, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, stuff like that. Next would be plan your trip. 2 hours away, it's a reasonably long drive sort of thing. You want to have a coffee or toilet break, whatever it is, plan your route. You might find there's a few other bits and pieces you've got to do along the way, so kill two birds with one stone. So the list would be a really good pair of walking shoes, boots, whatever you're comfortable in, because with a lot of swap meets they're pretty bloody big and you're going to be on your feet for literally anywhere from a couple of hours to a full-on day of walking. Now some of the biggest swap meets like we have here in Victoria, like Bendigo and Ballarat, you could probably average your time out per site or per vendor to about 30 seconds because they are that big and you are flat chat walking everywhere. So not all of us have got big heap of money, and probably one of the best ways to save money is to bring bottles of water, snacks, all that sort of thing, because at the end of the day you don't really want to go wasting your time at the food vendors. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but for the 20 minutes, half an hour, however long the bloody queues are, that's time you could be going around looking at all the other vendors, finding bits and pieces you need, may not need but have to have, all that sort of stuff. Next on our list would be all denominations of money. So we're talking fives, tens, dollar notes, $20 notes, $1 and $2 coins, all that sort of thing. I know myself in the past I've been a vendor at swap meets, and it's a pain in the ass when someone comes up to you with a $50 note and you're literally tapped out of all your change because everyone first thing in the morning bombards you with $50 notes. But fair enough, you can put it off to the side, hold it for them, that sort of thing, but it just makes the whole process go a lot smoother. So the next thing would be do a list of all the stuff you want or need for whatever particular project. Now here's my list. I've got was it 1, 2, 3, about 4 projects worth of bits and pieces that I need, plus some other bits and pieces that I want that I can flip. If I can buy a few speed parts at the right price, give them a clean up, maybe modify them, that sort of thing, and flip them again for a profit, all good. Probably another thing too, which is real handy to have, is a really good backpack for putting all those little trinkets and bits and pieces. Or a little wagon like this. Now I bought this from like the big chain hardware stores or big box stores, whatever you want to call it for you US guys. About what's that, $120, $130 Australian. Pump up tires, easily put 100 kilos in it, 150 kilos in it, easy to pull, all that sort of good stuff. And if you really wanted to get fancy, you could probably make up a little esky sort of area with a seat, and if you really wanted to, an umbrella stand, all that sort of deal. Our list. Now, what do we expect? Haggling's all part of the game at swap meets. You say, hey mate, this for instance, he wants $20. Say, nah, I'll give you $10. And you can sort of go backwards and forwards, or if he doesn't want to budge, whatever, you can just put it back and go, look, sorry mate, I'll take a rain check, I'll come back later, blah blah blah. And look, sometimes you might be in luck, you just go, yeah, okay, $5, he just wants to get rid of it, or $10. Other times you might be able to come back to that same vendor and he's wanting to pack up and leave and all the rest of it, and you go, hey, you still want to sell that for $10? And you probably might go, look, I don't want to take it home with me, give me $12 for it. So, but it's all part of the game. Have fun. But it's not being, like, don't be rude and say, hey, no, you know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Just, you know, it's polite backwards and forwards. See how you go. You might get that piece for a lot cheaper than you think.
Yeah, push rodders. Well, we've got all our stuff. We're ready to go. It's about 5:45, something like that. Let's go see if we can find some bargains. Push rodders, we're back. So when we started filming this swap meet video, we were originally going to go to Berwick swap meet, and we did get there, as you can see, but it was pouring rain. I was soaked through, and it was just really wet and miserable, and I just didn't really feel like filming it all and that sort of stuff. So the footage that you've seen is from Lang Lang swap meet and show and shine. Now there will be another video of just the show and shine, so look out for that one. So what did we buy? Well, I guess we'll start with the Berwick swap meet one first. Standard air cleaner for a little Holden 6-cylinder red motor. It was like $5 or $10. Yes, these were probably the best buy of the day. Yeah, really good nick. $20. So for you American guys, that's what we call headers over here in Australia, extractors. But yeah, for a set of headers, $20 isn't too bad. So they'll get cleaned up and put up for sale most likely. Standard exhaust, $10. That's Holden grey motor, which is for pretty much, think of it as the little cousin of the 235 Blue Flame Chev 6-cylinder. Now, onto what you would have, the footage you would have seen at Lang Lang swap meet. We've got a bundle buy with these 4 carby adapters and spacers. I think we paid $50 for the 4 of them. We've got a spread bore to square bore, or whatever you call it, adapter. 1 inch or inch and a half 4-barrel. It's been drilled for both spread bore and square, or whatever you want to call it, carbs. Yeah, they'll end up being cleaned up and sold. Might use them for testing, not sure yet. Most likely it'll be sold. They're fairly easy to get hold of. It's more the style of carby adapters, like twin barrel to single barrel and that sort of thing. They're getting a lot harder to get, and there are still guys that want to run a little 2-barrel poly or something on it. So again, likewise, this one will get a quick little clean up. It's in really good nick. Might even just give it a little touch up with the flat wheel and that sort of thing. And this one's probably going to go in the parts collection. This is an offset little 2-barrel to single barrel. So put them up together. Didn't really find much on our list that we wanted, that I wrote out, but we've still got some good little trinkets and treasures and bits and pieces that we can do our bit to, sell them, which is a good little side hustle if you're interested in doing that sort of thing. That's a little bit of an insight of, you know, if you're a first timer going to a swap meet, sort of a little bit what to expect, you know, how to sort of plan your day, what you need, all that sort of stuff. So go out there, go find a bargain or two. What are you waiting for? Go and get your hands dirty. I'll see you next video.